What decision will haunt you for the rest of your life? 10 minutes after drinking my second vodka tonic, I felt way more drunk than I should from 2 drinks. My head was heavy and my words started to slur. Derek, the kind stranger who'd bought me the drink, asked if I was okay. When I said I felt dizzy and that maybe I hadn't eaten enough, he suggested some water. He ordered it from the bartender again, but when I drank it, the dizzy feeling got worse instead of better. The light seemed too bright suddenly, and when I tried to focus on Derek's face, it kept sliding out of focus. I told myself I was being paranoid, that I'd just drunk too fast. Derek moved closer, putting his hand on my lower back to steady me, and said maybe I needed some fresh air. I said no, I was fine. But my tongue felt thick, and the words came out slurred. That's when I knew something was really wrong. I tried to stand up to go to the bathroom, but my legs were like jelly, and Derek caught me, his hands gripping my arms too tight, saying, "Careful there. Looks like someone can't handle their liquor." His smile was different now, satisfied, like something was going according to plan. The bartender glanced over but just saw what looked like a drunk girl with her boyfriend. I tried to say I needed help, but it came out as mumbling, and Derek laughed loudly, performatively, telling the bartender, "She's had a few too many, I better get her home." The bartender nodded and turned away, and I wanted to scream that this wasn't my boyfriend, that something was wrong, but my mouth wouldn't work right. My tongue felt huge and numb in my mouth. Derek's arm was around my waist now, practically holding me up, his fingers digging into my ribs, and he started walking me toward the door. I tried to resist, but my muscles weren't responding properly, like the connection between my brain and body was severed, and he was so much stronger. My feet were dragging, and he was basically carrying my weight. My vision was starting to tunnel and blur at the edges, darkness creeping in from the sides. Everything was happening in slow motion, but also too fast. We passed a table of women, and I tried to catch their eye, tried to mouth help, focusing all my energy on making my face work. But Derek said cheerfully, "Sorry, ladies, girlfriend had too much." And they just smiled sympathetically. One of them said, "Been there, girl," and laughed, and I wanted to cry because they had no idea what was happening. My phone was in my purse, and I tried to reach for it, but my hands were too clumsy, fingers not closing right, and Derek took my purse, saying, "I've got it, baby, don't worry." The way he said baby made bile rise in my throat. He was steering me through the crowd now, and people were stepping aside, seeing what they expected to see, just another drunk girl being taken home. I tried to grab onto a chair as we passed, but my fingers wouldn't grip. Derek noticed and pulled me harder, whispering in my ear, "Stop making a scene or this gets worse." The cool air outside hit me, and for a second I felt more alert, the shock of temperature change clearing my head slightly. But then the dizziness crashed over me worse than before. My knees buckled and Derek held me up, making it look caring, but his grip was bruising my arm. He was walking me away from the bar toward the parking lot, and I tried to pull away, but it was like moving through thick syrup, every movement taking enormous effort. My legs felt like they weighed 1,000 pounds each. He kept talking in this calm, friendly voice loud enough for others to hear, saying, "My car's right over here. I'll get you home safe. You just had too much." I could see people on the street, but when I tried to call out, only a weak mumble came out. A group of guys walked past, and I managed to grab one sleeve, but Derek quickly said,